But we gonna get into a little something like this whenever y'all ready.
Yo, vocally blessed to beat you into submission. I paddle units which protrude from the underside of train. Do not touch, I'm high voltage like the third electric.
All right, hey everybody, Matt here from Aroundsquare. Just gonna do a little video for our April 2022 product launch. Not a ton of things to mention in this video, but some big ones. And starting probably with the headliner and the one that I'm most excited about, we finally have the restock on our ordinary slacks. Hey, these guys here. I've been waiting for these for a long time. We've been sold out of a couple of sizes, the more popular sizes of the olive gray, or the olive green and the navy blue for a while, and took the opportunity when we did the restock to increase the size range and to do a couple of new colors. So we've got this gray color that I'm wearing right now, and we've got black as well. Black was like probably the most requested after the previous launch. So, you know, pretty versatile, and yeah, all the same features as last time. They've got the extra pocket there, so they got like a coin pocket on both sides. Nice big pockets, stuff's not going to fall out of them, front and back. Got the double belt loop in the back, so there's no pain point right on the spine there. And of course the diamond gusset in the crotch, which you can't see, it's like hidden, but it gives like super good range of motion. And yeah, there's slack galore. There's like plenty of slack, and they're long enough that you can kind of give them a little cuff. That's kind of what the intention is. And so they've got a nice wide hem at the bottom, which helps to keep the cuff intact. This time we're going all the way down to size 28 waist and all the way up to size 42 waist. So I can't remember what we did last time. I think we did something like pretty limited, like I think we maybe did 30 up to 36 or something. But yeah, this time we're all the way to 42 and all the way down to 28. And lengthwise, we're doing 32 and 34. So if you've got tall friends, let them know. We've got like 34 length is generous, and these are actually like they're a touch long for, like, basically we tried to accommodate the shrinkage in the process, and so they're even a bit longer than what a normal 34 length might be. So yeah, we've got the full range there for everybody. To match with the pants, we've got these vests too. I've been looking for like a decent vest, just like a normal basic vest, for a long time. I had one from like a mountain equipment store back when I was a teenager that was like fleece, and it was like basically this shape. And you look around for stuff like that, you can't find it, right? So you know what I always do with Aroundsquare, like there's something that I want that I can't find, well then I make it, and I just like hope that if I'm wanting it so hard, there might be other people out there that also want it. I'm really super happy with how the vests turned out. They're just like, they're very basic, nothing fancy or funky, just like a flat bottom, none of this like waistcoat tailored stuff, just like a flat bottom. They got the whatever you want to call it, the kind of cropped collar, I don't know, like a riding collar. But just like, so there's no like big collar to deal with. I think it's five buttons. They got 3 slot pockets, like one up here chest and then 2 down here. And they're all like, the finishing on the inside is all like really nice. No kind of, before doing this, I bought a couple of samples, including like pretty expensive ones online from different places. And they have like trash, like just raw seams and stuff inside. So I'm not claiming that these are like luxury goods or anything. It's just like, it's 100% cotton, same material as what we use for the pants. But I'm pretty happy with the construction, and like I've been finding it super functional and versatile. These days it's getting a little bit warmer outside. I've dropped the cashmere sweater for my morning runs, and I'm running in this, which yeah, I look like hilarious running down the street wearing my like baggy pants and my cotton vest. But it's like, it's great for workout. Like, you know, the wind's coming through, the wind's pretty chilly. This just like breaks the wind enough, and still doesn't make me too hot. Anyways, I'm really psyched about them. And we've got these vests in black as well as in the same gray that we're doing for the pants. So a couple of options there. Okay, so I'm hyped about these guys. I hope that some of you guys are going to be interested too. We're going to do like we did with the first release of the slacks, and we're gonna launch this stuff all like super aggressive pricing, just to like move some of the inventory, because we got like 46 massive cartons of these things delivered a couple weeks back, and basically Aroundsquare is not known as a clothing brand at this point, but I kind of want to get the word out there, and I want to encourage people to give the stuff a try. So we're going to do like what we did with the first round of the slacks, and press them really, really well to get the word out, get them moving for the first little while. I haven't decided how many pairs I'm going to do like that, but we're going to do similar for the vests. So you guys are going to be able to get decked out pretty cheaply if you want to give the stuff a crack without a ton of risk and commitment. Anyways, yeah, that's all I got to say about those. Sticking with the 100% cotton, we're bringing these guys back. I've actually had a bunch of these handkerchiefs in cartons in my storage room for like since way back. Maybe 2017, 2018 is when we stopped selling them. And that was like round about the time I moved over to the new shop, and I just didn't move these over for whatever reason. They were buried in some boxes or something. Anyways, we're bringing them back. What these are handkerchiefs. So we call them the minimum viable hank. I've always kind of like, I like a lot of the hanks that you see online, but they're like big full-size hanks, and you put one of those in your pocket and it takes up your whole pocket. So these are just like, they're nothing special. They're thin, they're 100% cotton, and they're small, right? So you can actually put this in your pocket, and it doesn't like feel like you've got this like massive wad of toilet paper or something in there. They've all got logos, and the logos are small, like they're not super refined, but they're nice. Like they kind of pop and they do the trick. And yeah, I like the colors. I still really like these guys, even though they're old. So I'm happy to be bringing them back. They're also fairly inexpensive. We're not gouging the way that some of the other hanks that you see online are gouging. All right, moving along. What do we got? Polished chetki. So the Remeshok chetki. These guys have been sold out in brass and stainless steel and titanium. Basically, all the metals have been sold out for quite a while. We triggered the production of these guys long time ago, and we finally got them in. So this is polished brass and polished stainless steel. Okay, so these are really gorgeous, and I didn't anticipate this when we first placed the order, but the polished sets are actually like really nice in terms of grip. I don't know if you, for people who have found like the other metals don't have quite the grip that they're looking for, I find the polished ones just have that kind of tackiness. If you imagine like glass being a very smooth surface, you put your hand on glass and it doesn't slide, right? It's kind of counterintuitive. You'd think like sandblasted is rougher, it would grip more, but it's kind of the opposite. If you have a polished metal, it just grips the skin nicely. So giving you a bit more control, right? And all these guys, again, if you're into wearing them on the wrist, it's a little fiddly to put them onto the wrist. I acknowledge that, but if you're up to the challenge, like you slip the knots through there, and you have like the slack, right? And you slip them onto your wrist and pull the bead through, okay? And then secure it. And I really like the look of these. I wear mine a lot rather than just putting them in the pocket. But yeah, we've got brass and stainless steel. We have titanium polished in the works. We're waiting to approve the samples of those, and they should be ready in a couple months, I guess. But you never know these days. Things are kind of always being delayed for one reason or another. We're also working on anodized aluminum, some resin stuff, or acrylic stuff rather. So we've got lots of variations on the chetki planned, but what we have in hand right now is these guys, and they're stunning. I mean, I just love the way they look. Anyways, another one for people that are really into the titanium, we're going to do these finally. This is actually one of the first models that I did of the Pozvonok chetki. Before I ever decided to order the wood beads and do the wood version. I don't want to flip these because they're a new set, but I've got my own personal set over here. So these are the same like Pozvonoks, like what we have with the wood beads, but they're all titanium. They use the 8mm titanium beads that we've got with the 15mm beads at the end. And for those of you wanting something that's all metal and really like the configuration of the Pozvonoks, this is probably as good as you're going to find. And I really like them. They do have probably more control than the Remeshok version, just because the texture here really, gives a lot of grip on the fingers. But what you don't get with these guys, obviously, is the ability to do the raindrops, right? So pros and cons. These guys also, I imagine you could rig it up so that you could wear them on your wrist, but I've always found that a little bit kludgy. So they're just straight up chetki, carry them in your pocket. Anyways, both are great. I love them both. Hard to pick a favorite. They've got different features. I usually end up carrying a set of these when I leave the house, just because I like the raindrops and the ability to put them on my wrist. Okay, coming this month as well, in addition to the chetki, we've got the Kevlar cords. We have been adding to the range of our Kevlar cords that we offer. So we've got already the Bagleri size Kevlar cord and the one that we use for the Ultras. Now we've got a thinner version that we use for the Pozvonoks and the thinnest version that we use for the Remeshok chetki. So we're going to have both of these available for purchase in bulk. Probably again the 2 meter, 5 meter, and 10 millimeter hanks. All right. Okay, that's that. Next up is Deco. So these guys have a long kind of a legacy with Aroundsquare. Back like before I did any of the kind of quote unquote skill toys, I actually had done a whole series of wooden blocks in different shapes, and they were all kind of geometric type stuff like this. So it's a product that's like close to my heart. It wasn't great as a business. They won a bunch of like design awards and stuff, and I was like pretty hyped about them from an education standpoint. But like wooden blocks shipping, it's like they're heavy. It's possible for them to break when they get jostled around in the mail and stuff. It wasn't a good online business, and so I eventually dropped the wood production and picked it up again a couple of years ago with the silicone version of the blocks, which is great as a desk toy. You can build them up, knock them over. They're not going to hurt anything or make a lot of racket. And we've got two styles of these. We've got these guys here, which are just this shape of block, and it's a 12-pack. And we've got this other model here, which has kind of these funky shapes that look a little bit more, I don't know, sci-fi architecture type stuff. So these ones have 3 different shapes, and I think, what is it, like 12, 16 pieces altogether. All right, so 2 different models. There's going to be lots of photos of different builds that you can make with these on the website. For those of you that are interested, you can check out the old listings with the colored silicone. We're going to bring back this colored silicone again in the future, but what I'm hyped about right now is this color here. It's actually not white. It's kind of translucent. I don't know if I flick the light on, you might be able to, I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of translucent. And I don't know, I really like this. It doesn't sort of show the dust and stuff the same way that some of the other colors do. And just, I like the aesthetics of it with the light going through and so on. So yeah, I hope some of you guys will pick them up. It's a little bit of a different thing for Aroundsquare, but I personally really like them. I seem to have some dust on my thing. All right, that's the Deco blocks. And then the last thing for this month is these guys right here. Okay, where's my camera? Here. Come on. Focus, 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 focus. Come on. Oh, whatever. So we've got the mokume gane rings. So we're going to do polished and etched versions of this. The etching process roughly like erases the logo on the inside, so that's the only thing there. But yeah, these guys are just just like the same rings that we've been selling, and decided to finally bite the bullet and get them in mokume, which I love this material. The grain doesn't pop so much on these because they're brand new, just straight out of the packaging. But over time, like whether you go with etched or polished, the copper in particular really darkens, and you get to see the lines and striations of the material, which is really cool. Okay, so I think that's it for this video. One of my shorter ones, I guess, but still 14 minutes. I hope everybody will come out. It's Friday night. What's Friday? I don't know. It's like Friday this week, whatever the date is. And it'll be, again, the usual 7 p.m. Pacific time for public. And if you're a newsletter subscriber, I'll try to get the newsletter together, and there'll be a password in there to get in at like 6, so you can get what you want before other people come in. All right. Thanks a lot. And yeah, see you there. Bye.
Train, do not touch, I'm high voltage like the third electric. Emergency phones needed in every tunnel for this murder method. You're dealing with the